Hi, and welcome to Limitless Zipwire's Zipwire Installation Guide. To begin, unscrew your tensioning device until both forks are fully extended. Take your 2.5 meter tree sling and unscrew your chain link. Take your tree sling around your tree and attach your chain link to the two eyes on the wire rope. Take your tensioning device and place the nut and bolt through the chain link. Once you've completed this step, take the wire rope from the bottom of your garden and unspool this to your sending point, being your first tree. Remove the safety pin from the opposite side of your tensioning device. Remove the nut and bolt and attach your main wire rope eye through the jaw of the tensioning device. And don't forget to re-add your safety pin. Once this step is complete, head to the bottom of your garden where the blank end of wire rope is situated. Take the black ball and feed this through the blank end of wire rope. Then a washer. Then take your first 2 meter spring and slide this through the wire. You want to push this through the cable to ensure it's ahead of your receiving tree. Then take another washer, another spring, and rinse and repeat this process until all of your springs that you've purchased are added onto your wire. In this case, we're using 3 springs, which gives us a 6 meter stop. In this instance, we have too much cable, and we're going to push the springs above the receiving tree to ensure we can wrap our cable around the tree. Before we do this, take a wire rope grip and place the termination onto the bottom of your last spring, like so. Now don't fully tighten this at this stage, just have it so the spring can move freely but is in situ. And we'll tighten this up later. Then take your tree protector hose and slide this up the wire rope. Take your excess cable and wrap this around your receiving tree. Make sure that your hose is protecting your tree and covers all areas. Take your 2 ends of wire rope and pinch them together and open up your 3 wire rope grips and attach them to the rope like so. Again, don't over tighten them at this stage. For maximum strength, please ensure your wire rope grips are 7 layers apart. You can count this by running your finger down the line. Please make sure all wire rope grips are facing the same direction. And that's complete. You then want to head into the centre of your cable and just take a look at your pulley, handlebars and seat mechanisms should you have purchased this. Please put your pulley on top of the line, then clip the carabiner like so through the eyes of the pulley until fully secure. Take your 2.5 meter tree sling with soft eyes and attach your cable winch should you have chosen this option. Cable winches aren't necessary, but it does make the job a lot easier. Release the 2 safety points on the winch and pull the cable like so. Once you've done this, attach your wire rope, which is 1 meter long and has a block end on one side, and attach this to your main cable. And this is how it should look. In this instance, we've had to lift the wire rope past the winch and get it in a rough position of where we'd like it to begin. Now attach the winch cable to the main wire rope using 2 wire rope grips. Make sure these are ultra tight using an impact driver for maximum safety. Again, count your 7 lanes. Please make sure when you use wire rope pulling equipment that you wear the correct PPE to prevent injury. If you don't have an impact driver, you can use a standard spanner, however your job will be a lot easier with this tool. Then head to your sending tree and lift the sling to a standard working height of around 12 feet. Now you want to put the sling higher than you would necessarily need it to be, because it's far easier to lift the slings down the tree once it's under tension than it is to pull them up. So I always advise for people to start higher than they need to before they start. Then take the winch and pull the cable like so. And you can see the whole structure starting to lift. Once you've tightened your cable, you need to tighten your original wire rope grips that are part of the zip wire construction. Please make sure these have not moved, are still 7 lanes apart, and are secured extremely tight. At this stage, your winch is taking all of the pressure, and you need to release the winch step by step to allow the wire rope to support its own weight. Now we can see the wire rope is quite high on this stage once we've added tension, so we're going to take a little claw hammer and pull this down a few feet down the tree. Once we've completed this step, we need to spin our tensioning device the opposite direction in order to pull the spokes inwards. This takes off all the slack from the line and gives us a lot of tension, which is idyllic for zip wire riding. We then need to remove our winch cable as we're happy with the positioning of the wire. And finally, we need to tighten our spring brake. Now it's vital that we ensure the spring mechanism is no less than 3 meters away from the finishing tree. This is to prevent injury, so in the circumstance that the spring would fully compact, you would be in no danger of hitting the tree. Once we have our excess cable, we want to wrap this up in a wire rope coil and start spinning it in our hands like so. If it starts to spool out, as you can see, we can use some electric tape to hold it together. We have roughly 10 meters extra cable here, and we're just going to put this straight on the tree in case we need to use it in the future. This is why we always say it's better to have too much cable than having not enough. You can now do your final safety checks, take a bag of sand down before a person to ensure that it is safe, and once you deem it appropriate, we can start having some fun. That's all from me, so thanks very much for watching. I hope you found this video informative. Should you have any further questions, please feel free to contact me and I'll be more than happy to help. But apart from that, happy ziplining.